Sputio. Sputio. Just if you join the class, please mute yourself, ma. That's the minimum thing, right?
Sputio, madam.
Sputio. Sputium all. If you join the class, please unmute yourself because class will be recording. So that is the minimum expectation. If you join and just leave, not like that, just mute yourself, ma. Okay, I'm requesting all to join with your respective names. I'm just checking your names. If anyone is not joining with your registered names, no, I'm going to remove those participants. Because if you join with your system name, Galaxy, Android, like that, like, it is very difficult for us to track your attendance. Sportiva. Please chant Mula Mantra along with me. Viswarupe Saktirum Visvaspurti Gurave Namah. Visvaruti Visvaspurti Namah. Visvaspurti Visvaspurti Gurave Namah. Om Visvarupe Shaktirupe Visvaspurti Gurave Namaha. Om Visvarupe Shaktirupe Visvaspurti Gurave Namaha. Om Visvarupe Shaktirupe Visvaspurti Gurave Namaha. Visvarupe Shaktirupe Visvaspurti. Spurtio. So I hope everyone has installed SQL Server in your respective systems, and I think you got support from Siddharth, whoever is facing installation challenges. Okay, and I think everyone has practiced whatever commands it has been discussed in our previous sessions. If you have any doubts, just please wait for last 15 minutes. So from today onwards, I'm not going to answer the repetitive questions. Maximum I'm getting same questions again and again. So if I'm answering one question, if anyone has the same question, so no need to repeat your question again, because almost 200 participants, if you have 200 questions, different questions I am ready to answer, but the same questions 200% means I cannot answer. Please try to understand. Okay? Yeah. Spurtiva. We'll start the session. So till now, just we discussed about the data types and operators, and what is structured data, what is unstructured data, and how to install SQL Server in our system, installation steps, and how to connect to SQL Server. And we have discussed about different operators, And we have seen how to get the data into Power BI desktop from SQL Server. So whatever it has been discussed till now, so I am not going to repeat again. Okay. So I have given the topic wise, day wise documents as well. If anyone has missed, please go through that. Spurtivo. So if anyone has requested list of topics, so it is getting ready. Today I am going to share those two documents as well. We need to connect to the server. Then we have created retail database, and from there actually we are creating tables and all. Write a query, just click on new query. Anyone is not able to follow, someone asked actually, so they have issue while doing inserting the records. So I'm going to clarify in last 15 minutes in today's class. Okay, yeah, Sportivo. Today we are going to discuss joins. That's very, very important. And union operators. So we have discussed all DDL, DML commands. What are the tables we have created? I hope we have created department and employee. Okay, good. Only two tables we have. Okay. Yeah, Sputio. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Just a minute. Sputio. Okay. Yesterday's class, I hope we left out few topics, I guess. So let me check it once. I think we have seen, we left the constraints topic over there. Let me check it once. Distinct, where these all, it has been discussed. Logical operators completed, order by, insert, delete, nulls, aggregate functions. Yeah, I think um, yeah. Especially these constraints, I think I have explained, but we did not see in a practical way. But let me just explain what exactly these things. Constraints actually, these all are just rules for like, to insert a data into table. So to validate, to insert a proper data, I mean, like if I don't want to like, get the data while doing insertion into table, I don't want to get any nulls or um, duplicate data. That time, like, I'll use primary key constraint. So these all are different constraints of what we have. If we are not inserting like any values, that time it will take by default as a null data. That time, if you insert a rule as a not null, then it won't, like, it won't allow to take, like, nulls in that. If you don't have any data to insert in that particular row, by default, like, you can give some example. In a salary, by default, you are giving like a 50,000. So unless and until, like, if you are giving any data, it will take. If you omit that value to insert, the default value what you have set, that value will be considered. Okay. And a check constraint, actually, it ensures, like, if you specify, like, in check constraint, salary has to, you have to take like a greater than 0, because the salary won't be minus 0 kind of. So if you give that data validation, that constraint, or as a, if you impose that rule, if anyone by mistake minus 2000 or minus 1000, like any negative numbers, if they are trying to insert in that table, then this check constraint, it will throw error, and it will tell, it says to the user, so this check constraint is not satisfying the condition, because you have given constraint as not to allow less than zeros, but still you are trying to insert those values. In that way, it stops to the user, like, to insert such type of values in the table. Foreign key, it is very important. Like, in a RDBMS concept, foreign key means it prevents actions that would destroy links between tables. So, like, if you want to relate between two tables, foreign key has to be there. What do you mean by foreign key, and how we are going to relate? So we'll see once. Okay, practically these syntaxes I will give, but as of now, just what exactly these are things I am just theoretically explaining. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let me switch into. Okay, just I wanted to see the records data, what exactly we have inserted in department table. I hope we have 7 or 8 records. Okay, in these 4 records in this we have the column names are department ID and department name. And I want to see department 1 is IT, department 2 is payroll, 3 is HR, 4 is admin. Here in this particular table, department ID is a primary key. Once if you insert the constraint as a primary key, it won't allow duplicates and it won't allow nulls also. So primary key constraint, it restricts the data to insert any nulls, means like any blanks and any duplicates. It never allows. Okay. So in this table, department ID is field name, department name is another field name. Now we have 2 columns. Okay, we'll check employee. Here ID is a primary key, name, salary, gender, department ID. So if you look at in a department table, department ID is a primary key. And coming to the employee table, department ID is not a primary key. How I am saying it is not a primary key? In one table, one primary key only will be there, not more than on one column. It won't be considered as a primary key. Already we have given primary key to the this column. So then you can ask, only one column we can give constraint on only one column as a primary key. No, you can give combination of 2-3 columns also. That primary key will be called as a composite primary key. But at this moment, we have given only primary key on only single column. So, and based on, so you can tell. So in this, if you see, in department ID, you have nulls and you have repetitive records. So you can't insert primary key on this particular column. Why? Because it is not satisfying the rules of primary key constraint. And you cannot insert a primary key constraint on gender column as well. Because here repetitive data is there. So if data is like this, you cannot insert any primary key in this specific column. In the same way, here as well. But you can say names are all are distinct values. Then we can insert a name like a primary key on this name column. But it is also not possible. Maybe today we don't have. Maybe tomorrow we'll get the same name. Any employee can join with same name. So if anyone is joined after down the line 6 months, with the Sarah name. That time we will give employee ID different, but her name will be same. So that employee ID will be considered like as a to recognize that particular employee. So example, if you look at even student database, so names will be same, maybe same or not, but still we'll recognize that students based on their roll number. Student IDs are a unique numbers and it won't allows any nulls. So those type of columns only we can consider to insert any primary key constraint. In such columns only we'll take it to insert a primary key. Okay. So I hope you read the rules. If you followed my document, you'll come to know what exactly. It has been discussed, but I'm just repeating. Here in a department table, department ID is a primary key. In employee table, department ID is just normal column. Okay. Uh, then in one table, it is a primary key. In another table, we are no need to turn on anyone videos. Okay. Just please concentrate on the lecture. Okay. Naresh Garu. Yeah. So coming to here, primary key, foreign key relationship, if the same column, if you have here department ID, you have as a primary key column, and coming to the employee table, you have department ID as a column. So it is a foreign key in this table, and in the department table, this will be considered as a foreign key in a employee table, and in the department table it is the primary key. So when you are going to relate two tables, if you want to join two tables, so how you are going to join? Why we need a joins actually? Why we need a joins means these two are individual tables, but still I want to get, my requirement is I wanted to see employees, instead of this department number one means what is the department, I don't know, just I want to see what is the department name. Okay. So that means department name is the column which is existed in department table. I want to get that department name data in my required data set. How to see those things? So if you join tables, you can get the data. So how we are going to join, we'll see. And what type of joins we have, we'll see. Just first, if I want to get the data, like a combination, like combined data from multiple tables, not only two tables. As of now, in our example, we are just taking two tables, but you can join multiple tables as per project requirement. In few projects, where I have seen 1,000 tables also we use it to join based on our requirement. Okay. Here my requirement is I want to see the data of I'm sorry. I want to see ID and their gender and I want to see their salary and in which department they are working. So I want department name. Okay. I wanted to fetch this data. how we are going to fetch this data or retrieve this data. Through select statement only, we'll retrieve always name, department name, DEPT name. Okay. So this is my requirement. So manager asked me to retrieve this data. Okay, this type of data, these columns only he wants. He does not want what are the all the columns which are existed in employee table and what are the columns which are existed in a department table. Just to fetch this data, what we need to do, few columns are existed in employee table and few columns are existed in department table. With the help of the joins, I can join these two tables. I can get the required data set. How we are going to get that required data set, we'll see. With the help of the joins, we can join two tables and we can get the data. So I am just, selecting, select. Okay. First to write a joins, we need to write like this means it would be very easy. Select from, first I want to get the data from employee. Okay. And alias name, we instead of writing all the to refer this table name going forward, I am giving as alias name as E. Okay, only E or emp relevant. I am giving emp. Okay, from this table, what are the fields I want to get? M dot. I am just referring with that alias only. I want to get the data ID, comma, emp dot gender, emp dot salary. Okay, these three fields only available in employee table. Okay, if I execute this is just, it will get, we already have seen these type of things. This in the from the same table we are getting, that's fine. But department name also I want, but this column is not existed in this employee table. So I need to join department table, then I can get a department name. So how to join? Join. You have to use the keyword as a join and give the table name. And the table name, I am giving alias name as DEPT. Why we need a aliases? I will tell. If you give as or like implicit, that is, if you are not giving as also, that's fine. Okay. On what condition? On primary key and foreign key relationship. On emp dot department ID is equals to DEPT dot DEPT ID. Okay. With this join class, I have joined department table here. Okay. Then once it is joined, then I can get the date, what I want. I can list out. Just I have joined. Okay. Nothing errors. And I can get the data what are the columns we need from another table, because I already joined that table. So I am referring that table name with alias dept dot name. Okay, you please execute dept only, right? Okay, what it is saying, column name, okay, name is, see, invalid column name. I am not referring the correct name over there. Maybe dept name is not there. DEPT name, I think another name. Okay. Department name is the column name. Okay. I have referred the wrong name. That is the reason it has thrown error. With error also, if you correctly check that error, you will come to know what exactly it is saying. So, ID, gender, salary, these three columns from employee table, department name is from department table. So then I'll by reading this, like, first employee, like, who has his ID as one, he is working in HR department, and this particular employee is working in payroll. So instead of employee ID, I just wanted to see their name. So I want their name. I don't want their ID. Okay. So if that is the case, okay, I did not execute a complete statement. That is the reason it is displaying like, error kind of. Okay. So now if you look at, so particular, this John is working in HR and Mike is working in payroll, and Pam is working in IT, Todd is working in admin. So this like, employees who are working in different and respective like, department names also it is displaying. So how we did means, just we did with a join class. Okay, I hope it is clear. So anyone has any doubt means, I'll give 2 minutes time to raise your hands. And because if we need to cover the type of joins, the concept should be clear at this point. That is the reason I am just looking. Anyone has any doubts means, please raise your hand so that I'll try to clarify. Yeah, Sam, I am asking to unmute. Just unmute and tell me.
No, ma'am. First, initially, there was no screen recording. Now, for that purpose, I raised the hand.
Okay.
And also here we mentioned EMP dot name, EMP dot gender, EMP dot salary. So without EMP dot, can we mention name, gender, salary, or is there any naming conversion? It should be like EMP dot name, EMP dot gender. We need to mention in that code.
No, EMP is a just alias name. Otherwise, if you simply give, if you have like a name column in the department table, name in that table also, there will be a ambiguity problem will arise. So better, like, these columns from which table you are referring, you can give complete table name dot that field name, but instead of that, like, I'm just using alias.
Okay, here we are using alias instead.
Alias, like,
Okay,
instead of employee, I can use E also, but like, if it
then
is
E
a
dot
relevant,
name. Okay.
yeah. So that time, like, see, now if I'm referring E, then I need to give E dot name. In anything you can give like as a alias, but
Oh,
that should be relevant in a real environment. Normally employee table means will give like a emp kind of, departments means dept kind of, customer means cust, okay, like
okay.
personal means something per person, like that.
Okay. It
So
should be better to mention like this. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No, no, if you don't want to give any alias also fine, but that
Mm-hmm.
time you need to refer this particular name with full your table name. If you don't want to use any like
Yeah, yeah.
alias, you can refer with full table name. It's not an issue if you are not referring any
Okay.
alias.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah, because if you are not using this, what will happen? Okay,
you.
without using that, I wanted to see. That is your doubt, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
if I give
Because
like
I
that,
used to work on without using alias name in selected statement.
that is true. But what will happen? I'll tell. Okay, what will
Okay.
happen? I will tell. So without giving also in this particular statement, it won't throw any error. It will give. Okay, but in some situations you have name column here. Example, if you have like name column in a department table also, example, so name means which column it has to take.
Name.
So there is a ambiguity issue, right?
Oh, yeah,
If you
yes.
are joining 100 tables, maybe name is a field name. It would be like it would be the column of another table also. If you are not giving any alias name or a table name, then that name field will be like which table it belongs to, which table. There is an
Okay, I
ambiguity
understood.
issue.
Now, because
Yeah.
if we have three tables, in two tables, the name and the gender, two columns are repeating, then we need to mention the particular table name. Otherwise, we'll get the ambiguity error.
Yeah,
Okay,
so best practice is if you are giving starting with alias name or a table name, that is the best practice.
okay, ma'am. Sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
If anyone has doubts in this particular point, I wanted to clear because like joints based on this type like the furtherly it will go. That is the reason I am just giving a chance to clarify your doubts here. So anyone has any doubts uh, related to this means just let me know, or else just text me if still if you have anyone has doubts. Gautam, do you have any doubt, ma? If you have any doubts, then let me know. Otherwise, we'll discuss. Can we use combination of characters and a numeric? So what is your question, Gautam? Combination of character. Yeah, alias name anything you can keep. You can keep any name, but it should be relevant. That would be better practice. Example, employee table, but I am referring like alias name I am giving like Spurti. I can give any name I can give, or Spurti 9 I can give. Like combination anything you can give. This is also you can refer as alias name, but better if you use like relevant names, not any like whatever you want. It is not the best practice. You can use any combination, but oh no. Yeah, Sirisha, what syntax you did not understood? uh, Please unmute yourself and ask me doubt. Sirisha, just unmute yourself and raise your doubt, ma. Sirisha, you have unmuted yourself. Please speak.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here I didn't get the syntax. So basically, we are
What
joining from
syntax?
employee table.
Hmm.
This on, why did you keep on?
This is syntax.
Yeah, like why we use this on?
See how you are going to join. You need to join more than one table to get the, to meet this requirement. To meet this requirement, I am joining two tables to get the data because department name is not there in employee table. So I need to join this table. So how I am going to join? This is the syntax to join any table. So you need to use here join statement followed by on what condition. Is it clarified or not? Mm. Sirisha? Okay, you got it. Okay, thank you. So see here, this is join is a this is the syntax. Like if you want to join any table, what are the tables? If you want to join another table, again you will give join that table name. Example, I have something personal table, persons table. Okay, I am just giving join persons as any alias name. If I want to give, I can give as P or PR. I am giving on. Simply if I want to join the table, no, it won't support. Just you have to give which table you want to join and on what condition you want to join. So here on what condition? So primary key and foreign key relationship here. If you look at, like, that is the reason C Spurti 9 I have given. But actually, if you give proper alias name, it is easy to refer. Okay, I am just giving emp dot. Okay, I have department ID in employee table. I have department ID in department table. But in a department table, department ID is a primary key. Coming to the employee table, department ID is a foreign key. It is not a primary key. So how we are going to relate the data? So you are joining the table and joining based on this condition. Common column should be there to join or something common data. Otherwise, you cannot join the tables simply. On the fly, simply you cannot join the tables. Okay, you should have the common columns, common data, then only you can join. Okay, we'll see now what are the types of joins what we have. It's very, joins are very, very important. Please concentrate. To get a data from multiple tables, we'll go for joins. Okay, by using joins, you can retrieve data from two or more tables. That more table, there is no limitation. So either as per your project requirement, maybe 100 tables or 1000 tables also. Okay, so you can get the data from two or more tables. So based on what? Based on what? Based on logical relationship. Without having relationship, you cannot join the table. That relationship is nothing but primary key and foreign key relationship. Okay, so here simply you cannot join without having any relationship. You cannot join. Example, if, like, in our family 5 members are there, means these family members are belongs to us. Outside other families are, they are outside to the our family, so we cannot relate with us. But if any relationship with our family, that means maybe aunt or uncle, then that is father side, either mother side, that relationship should be there, then only they will be called as a relatives. Otherwise the other persons will be treated as outsiders. In the same way, if you want to join more than one table, those all are logically should be related. That means common table names or common data, it should be there to join. That is the thumb rule. With the help of joins, you can get the data from more than one table, and they are logically related. Without having logical relationship, you cannot simply join the tables. Okay. Still, if you have any doubts, just park your doubts. I am going to clarify at the end. We'll see about the type of joins. What is inner join? What is, 4 types of joins they will tell, like inner join, left join, right join, full join. And actually one more type also is there, that is self join. Self join is nothing but if you are joining the same table, again you are joining with the, joining will be the example. I am joining employee table with again employee table, that is the self join. So you can ask, you can raise one question, one doubt here. So that is the reason I am not explaining that, but theoretically I want to give one clarification. What do you mean by self join? If you are joining the same table, that the table itself, that type of join will be considered as a self join. But in which scenarios will go for self joins means, example, if you have one employee table, in that I am just taking my name. Okay, I'm Krishnaveni. I'm working in one project. So my name will be as an employee. Okay, coming to my designation, my designation in employee table, like employee ID, employee name, salary, designation, date of joining, and other details are there. Okay, so I am an employee, but my designation is manager. And there are other employees are there who are reporting to me. So, example, if you have any requirement, who are reporting to Krishnaveni. So that in such scenarios, you will go for self join. So just to give clarification, what is self join, I have explained. But at this point of view, I don't want to confuse you people. That is the reason practically I am not explaining self join. So we will look at inner join, full join, left join, right join. What do you mean by inner join? Okay, if you look at this diagram, you will get bit clarity. Inner join returns that have matching values in both the tables. If you are joining 2 tables at a time, only 2 tables you can join. But you can join once one join is completed, then next join you can continue like that. Multiple tables you can join, but not at a time. At a time, you will join 2 tables only. Okay, in inner join, common data, like if you take it as a uh, table 1 and table 2, whatever the common records are there, those records only you will get with inner join. Common data you will get. If you look at left join, you will get all the records from the left table matched records from the right table. That is the left join. Coming to the right join, all records from the right table, only matched records from the left table you will get with the help of the right join. And if you are using full join, you will get all the data which is existed in left table as well as right table, complete data. So these all are different joins what we have. So, but which join when we'll use? So that is based on our requirement. Like in offices, in our requirement, like, we need to get the data like only matched records, only matching records we need to get the data. So that time I'll go for inner join. In our example, if you are like, if you mention join or if you mention only like, inner join, both is inner join. If you did not mention as inner also, that will be, this join will be considered as inner join only. Only matching records it will get. Okay. So example, I don't want department name. If not, if example, like, in an employee table, you are getting how many records are there? Okay, 8 records. In the last ID number 10, I don't have any department ID. Okay, though I have 8 records, but if I am retrieving, I don't have this, it won't retrieve this 10 data because department ID is not there. So execute this query and see the result. Only matching records it will get. Okay. So though I have 8 records in an employee table, but still it fetched the data only 7 records because null, and that null record, we don't have any nulls. With null we cannot match any data, so that record it did not get that record. But if you use a left join, you will get all 8 records. So in this place, instead of inner join, okay, I am just using left join. So what it will get the data. See, inner join it got 7 records only, but the left join what it got all the records from left table, matching records from the right table. So which join when we are going to use, that is based on our requirement. So someone has some, so no need to write left outer. No need to write left outer. No need to write left outer, Kumar. Yeah, Sarvani. So self-join, like, please don't confuse about self-join. Like, that is also one type of join. So at this moment, don't confuse about self-join. We are joining the table itself. Like, that scenario I have explained. Like a hierarchy kind of, if it is there, means um, in such scenarios only we need a self join, otherwise normally we won't go for self joins. Okay. So if you want to get the right side table information only, so in place of left, we have to use right. I want to get all the information from right hand table, matched records from left hand table. So what it is getting, I'm getting 7 records because all the data, like because in IT, like HR, payroll, four departments we have. All 4 departments data it is giving. Okay. Instead of this, if I am giving full join, it is a Cartesian product. Like it fetches all the data. Okay. But which join, when to use, that is very important. Like when we will use this particular join, when we are going to use this join, that you should remember. Okay. If you want to retrieve all the data from left table, irrespective of, like matched records from just only right table, I want to get all the data whatever it is, so that time I'll go for left join. But no, I don't want all those, I just want to only matched records, then I'll go for inner join. In the inner join, if you give inner, if you omit inner also fine, if you give join, that will be considered as a inner join, no need to specify as a inner join. If you give just join also, uh, whatever I have given in a within parenthesis, if you won't give also, it is fine. In the same way, in a left join, left outer join, outer, if you don't give also, it will be considered as a left outer join only. In the right join, like outer, no need to give. In the full join also, like if you give just full join, that is okay. If you give full outer join also fine. If you don't give also, it is fine. Okay. So if you work on different, like scenarios, you will like come to know what exactly. Just insert, I have limited data here, you please insert, like create at least 10 tables, insert different records, so that you please try to join, then you will come to know what exactly. Joins are very important. Okay. In a join condition also, if you want to restrict any data, in even you can use where class if you want to filter out any data. Okay. And I want to discuss here about set operators. Okay. Set operators, these are very important. Yeah, Gautam, I think I hope it is clear. uh, yeah, Kirti, how do we know what is right table, what is left table, what is that's a good question, ma. So what is left table and what is right table, that is good question. Okay. What you are in our left hand side, which table first I have used? Emp. Okay. This is left table. what I am joining, the other table, that is right table. First table what we are taking, that would be left table. The other table will be considered as a right table. Okay, that is valid question. Yeah. Yeah, left anti, right anti joins are there. Not at this moment. Like with where condition, you can do that. As of now, Kumar, I am not going to discuss that at this moment. So just do this practice, then we'll see. Left anti, right anti, that is like, with the where clause, we can do that. Okay. That I'm not going to discuss here. Okay. So see, I don't, because from base, without having basic knowledge, like, people has joined in this class. So I am here to teach you from the basics. It is not an issue. But at this moment, this topic is enough. If you understood this topic, then based on that, I can give more knowledge. So at this moment, actually, even I should not give even self join introduction here, but still, like if you check any Google like that, if you look at their self join, like you will get in a mind, like, no, in a class, the types of joins we have discussed only this. So no, what about self join? Why it has not mentioned there? That type of question you will get. That is the reason I just uh, mentioned, like, we have one more join. But normally types of joins means only four types. Will tell self join, it won't be considered as a other type of join. Type of joins means, so four types only they will call. Okay, so I hope it is clear here. uh, okay, so I am going to the set operators. Just do the practice, then if you have any doubts, then come to me. So set operators, in that set operators, union all, intersect, except. So these all called as set operators. What do you mean by set operators actually? See here in a joins, if you look at in joining, joins, we are joining the tables based on a column. Okay, so this is, it is going like, column wise. Coming to the set operators, what will happen? This operation will go row wise. So example, I have 8 records in this. I want I am going to create another table. I want to create another table without creating like, without create table name, like that, without doing that. How, if I want to create another table by using this table on top of this, how I am going to select a star into, I am giving emp1. Okay, from employee. This is, in that way also you can copy the data, whatever it is there in employee table, you are going to copy into emp1. But here I don't want all the records. I want department number 1 and 3, where DPT, NO, department ID, sorry, department ID, department ID in 1 comma 3. Only these data only I want. So with this command, what I am doing, actually I'm a bit lazy to create another table, but not only not like lazy, like I just wanted to show this command as well. So from the existing table, employee table, I have 8 records. So without creating another table, I am copying the data, only department IDs 1 and 3 data into emp1. So just execute this table. Okay, 5 rows affected. Normally I have data in 8 records in employee table, but in a emp1 I am just copied only 1 and 3 departments. I'll just check it how it is. Select the star from emp1. Okay, this is my another table. Here I got only 5 records, only related to 1 and 3 departments only I just got. But all the names are same. Okay, ID, name, all are same, but I don't want all the records. I just copied as per my requirement. I need just only these department details in another table. That's just my requirement. Okay, so actually I can create emp1 another table, but again I need to create table, and after that I need to insert values and all. That is the reason just I have copied the rows. Okay, and this is also very very important. From the existing table you can copy the data how you want. If I want to copy complete data, don't go for where class. If you wanted to go as per your choice selective data, then you can filter the data with the help of the where class. Okay, so now I want to combine, I wanted to see all the records from employee and employee 1. Okay, so if I want to join, I can join employee and employee 1, but I don't want to column wise join. I don't want to. I want to see 8 records in employee table and 5 records in emp1 table. Then horizontally, if I want to append the data, example, already 8 records are there, these 7 records or 5 records also I want to append. It is not a vertical operation, it is row wise operation. So in such scenarios we'll get a set operators. Those are nothing but union all, these operators, union all intersect, and except these operators will be called as the set operators. What exactly it is doing? Union operators are used to combine the result set. Result set means whatever you are executing, that set will be called as a result set, and to combine the result set of 2 or more select statements. Okay, uh, this is one select statement, this is another select statement. Okay, I just wanted to combine these two select statements. So how I am going to combine with union, we'll see. Here it is a row wise operation, not column wise. In join, column wise. Okay, I'm giving here union. First I will go for union all, then I'll go for union, then that will be easy for us. Okay, I want to combine the data set of employee, and I want to see the data set of employee 1. So just execute this one. Just check the result set. Okay. We have 8 records in employee table and 5 records in emp1 table. So what it is doing, it is not joining, not on any condition, nothing like that. Simply it is appending the data. Okay. Union operator, these all are the set operators. What it does, it combine, it is row wise operation. It is just to combine two select statements. Okay. What is the difference between union and union all? Now we'll see. So union all means, all the data, whatever the data is existed in employee table and whatever the data is exist, all the records from emp1 table it will get. But here we have thumb rules. If you want to use any set operators, the data types and column names should be same in both the data sets. That is one thumb rule. Okay, otherwise how it can append, it cannot append, right? So you should have column types and table names should be same in selective data sets. If you want to combine this data set and you have 1 2 3 4 5 columns, 5 this data, and if you want to combine other data set, example, here if I want to combine department data set, is it possible or not? We'll see. Anyone can answer. Shall I do union all with employee and here I will give. Okay, is it possible? Anyone can answer this question? Please text me. Shall I do set operator between these two tables? Very good, very good. We cannot do that because number of columns, data types are not at all same between these two columns, two select statements. What it is saying, union intersect except operation must have an equal number of columns in the target lists. Number of columns and the data types should be same. Otherwise, it cannot combine these two data sets. So whoever is given response as no, it is a correct answer. So this is a thumb rule. If you want to do any set operators, like number of columns and data type should be same. Okay. Then we will see the difference between union and union all. That's a very, very important. Union all, actually it merges two data sets. It allows duplicates. Duplicates it allows, in the first statement 8 records are there. If the same data in another table, in another data set also, it allows. But coming to the union, it removes the duplicates. So one already in one data set the same records are there means it won't fetch the data again in the second data set. We'll execute the query and we'll see practically. So instead of union all, we'll go for union now. Earlier we got 8 plus 5, 13 records. Now we'll see. It won't fetch 13 records now. How many records? It is getting only 8 records because other all 5 records are duplicates. So unique records only it fetches if you use union operator. But union all, it won't check for any duplicates. This is one interview question. What is the difference between union and union all? Okay. Union and union all both are set operators to combine, to combine select in data sets, to combine the individual data sets. But union all, it includes duplicates, but coming to the union, it eliminates duplicates. Only it fetches unique records only. But coming to the fast, like union all is faster than union, because in union all it won't check for the duplicates. In union it checks for the duplicates. In the performance point of view, union all is always faster. Union is comparatively than union all is slow. That is the you have to answer, because it eliminates the duplicates, so it takes bit of time. The in a fraction of seconds, you can't find, here we are just executing our data in 10 records. That is the reason you can't find the difference here. But in a real time scenario, if you have like 1 lakh records, or above 1 lakh records in such scenarios, so you will come to know which is faster. Union all is faster than union operator. Okay. Coming to the intersect. Intersect, it gives only common data. So if you are combining two data sets, only common data it will get. Okay. So we'll see intersect as well. That is only common data. So we got only 5 records. This is the only commonly we have in both data sets. Common records. These all are common records from both data sets. Okay. And coming to except is nothing but A minus B operation. Okay. Except is a operator. Actually, it is used to combine two select statements and returns rows from the first select statement that are not returned by the second select statement. Except is nothing but if you are considering first select statement as a and second select statement as B, except is nothing but A minus B. Okay. So that means it gets the all the data, it is used to select two rows that is not written by the second statement. Okay. So just in place of intersect means common data, except means minus operation it does. Okay. This is the output what we have got with the except operation. Okay. And only one topic I just listed out. I wanted to complete that also. Just what do you mean by temporary table? Temporary tables are also like a normal table only. We have to create temporary table with create table command only. But actually temporary tables where it is going to stay. Where it is going to save means in a temp DB, we have a temp DB system databases. We have 4 databases. I have shown in the first class. System databases, we can't delete system database. Whatever we are creating, create database name. These all are the user defined databases. These all are the system databases. When you install SQL Server, automatically system databases will be there. If you are creating any table as a temporary table, that table will be saved in a temp DB, not in user defined database. How you want to create a temp DB? Sorry, how you want to how to create a temp table? The syntax of temp table is like a normal table only, but you have to use hash symbol. Create table, table name. Yeah, I wanted to create this table. No need to, in the current DB only you can create, but it is not going to save here. I just wanted to create table, but normal table means we will give table name, but if it is a temporary table, it will be create the prefix with hash. Okay, I am creating a table, average table. Here I want to give these all are the column names. I'm just executing this command. Okay, completed. But if you look at in our DB, because our DB in a retail table, if I refresh also, I can't see that table here. If any table, if you are creating as a temp table, that would be created in temp DB only. So here in under tables, I can't see this average table, but I can see the table here. EMP1 employee table department only we have, but whatever I have created AVG1, that you can see in a temp table. Under temp tables, you can see the table whatever we have created. See, AVG, we have created this table. But this session, if you close this temp DB, whatever the tables it has been created in a temp DB, that is if you close that session, then automatically it is going to erase. It won't be saved here. If I close this session, automatically this table will get deleted. Okay, but here, unless and until if you are using delete command, then only we can delete these tables. Otherwise, permanently these tables will be saved. But in a temp DB, if you are creating any table, that table, if you close that session, that table will be erased automatically. Okay, that is the temp table. So if I insert a data, but temp tables are very fast. Why we'll use temp tables in real time, like uh, if I wanted to do some calculations, or like 1 second, yeah, I want to insert the data in the temp table. I can insert the table data also. Like everything, all the commands are same. Insert into table, all the values, everything is same. But it is prefixed with hash. That's it. but it is saved in temp DB. I don't think we have, because select store here we are they are I have given example, because the store this data is won't be there. But we can insert as usual, like a insert into table. These all are the values. I can insert any values like as per my choice. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop the class here, and I'll if anyone has any questions, so I'll clarify in 5-10 minutes. And please wait. Who has any doubts, not able to follow in SQL, just please wait. I am going to clarify. Okay. So please let me know if anyone has any before user and user session. What is your doubt, Gautam? Before user and end the session? Yeah, before user end the session, that is the correct one. Yeah, in a temp DB, if this user, if they are ending this session, means you can't see that table at all. I just closed this. Okay, I am just closing this session, and if I look at this again, if I do refresh, I can't see that table at all. Nothing will be there. Erased. Automatically it will get erased. Okay, you are right, Gautam. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions now, this is your doubts type, doubts clarification. Yeah. Sam, Kamesarrao garu, and Sravanti. Okay. Yeah, Sravanti, I just unmute yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon.
What is the difference between union and full joins? We can use also full joins. We can retrieve the data to two tables, now.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, yeah.
union and joins both are different. Joins will do column wise operation, whereas set operators, union, it does row operation, row wise it does. Both are different. Don't look at the data, but how it is operating is important.
It is a row-wise operation.
Yeah, it is row wise, but coming to
Okay.
the joins, that is a column wise.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
Amma, thank you. Yeah. Kamesarrao garu, please unmute yourself and raise your question. Kamesarrao garu, please unmute yourself and raise your question. Okay. Yeah. Sam, could you please unmute yourself and raise your question? You please raised your hands. Then I'm asking to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and raise your question. Sam. Okay. If not, then yeah, Kirti, unmute yourself and raise your question.
Ma'am, you told that we are able to join one or more tables, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, for example, if we want to join three or four tables, in that scenarios, how do we know that what is left and what is right table, ma'am?
Okay, good question. Whatever you are joining first, that would be left table. Then example, already 2 tables you have joined. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then second table will be your left. Whatever you are going to join, that would be right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
But
Yeah.
first we are joining from one table, no, ma'am. And
That would
if
be
it
left table, and
left,
whatever you are joining another table, that would be considered as a right table. Again, once you joined means that would two tables you already joined. That means those two table combination will be considered as a left now.
we need to write another code steps also. You mean to say that, ma'am? First we have to join two, and then third table.
Like that only. First,
Okay,
we
I
need to
thought
join
in
first one table, then you will join another table, then you can join. 100
okay,
tables means 100 times you will write the join and all.
okay, ma'am, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, example, you want to join 100 tables. So, first 99 tables, if with the join, you do know that 99 tables will be dealt as a left table. The 100 table would be right table that time when you are writing a 100th join.
Okay, ma'am. In self-joining, ma'am, already that the data will be same, no, ma'am. Why to join again? I mean, why to use self-join,
Yeah,
ma'am?
for a specific scenarios, it is required. Actually, whoever is working under me, under same, in hierarchy type of data to fetch the hierarchy data. So it is helpful. In such scenarios, only self join will come in the picture. Otherwise, normal conditions, we don't use any self join in normal
Okay,
scenarios.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So anyone has any uh Kameswarrao garu? Could you please unmute yourself and raise your question? Okay. Sham, could you please unmute yourself and raise your question?
Yeah, ma'am. So mostly in views we have views now, ma'am. Later classes. So in views, they will use like temp tables, CTE tables. So which tables we can use more in real time? Either temp tables or CTE.
Sorry, what is your question,
Like
sir?
in views or store procedure, we use more tables like temp tables, CTE tables.
No way. No, your
Um,
question itself, it is wrong.
um,
CTE is different. CTE is a common table expression. Views are different. Temp tables are different. All three are different.
these three can we use in store procedure, ma'am? Like in views also we use temp tables.
Views are different, ma.
Okay,
Views is different. Views
okay,
is a, if you want to get the data from multiple tables, if you don't have a chance, views is nothing but that is one expression. Simply, I can say that is one expression.
okay,
Views are not a tables. Views are expression.
okay.
Logically, like in a real time, we won't get a chance to work on directly tables due to some security reasons. So example, they need to you give some one data set. So what they do, they will create one view and they'll give it to you. They don't want to give table names to you. So
Yeah,
view
yeah.
is one expression.
Oh, okay,
On top of tables, views will be created.
okay. Ma'am, can we focus on more temp tables or CTE, ma'am? Which is better in real time?
in a performance point of view, CTE is a better, but automatically from the CTE, if you are in subqueries, any recurring nature is there means, then you will go for CTE. So
Okay.
any data is there in a CTE, if you are not retrieving immediately, automatically it will going to get erased.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
our classes, I am not going to explain CT and all, because this is not a SQL Server developer classes. So
Oh,
for us, only we need till joins and stored procedures. So more or less in one class, maximum almost for Power BI related, how much it is required, that is only I am giving here, not completely giving a knowledge to work as a SQL developer. No.
okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, Kamesar Rao garu, can you unmute yourself and raise your question? If not, we'll wind up the session. Someone is asked yesterday, they have issue in insert statement. So I don't know her name. Could you please ask your question, ma? Now I can clarify. Please raise your hand so that I can give a chance to unmute. No, I cannot see any raising hands, only except Sam and Kamesarao garu. I hope I have cleared their doubts. Uh, so if anyone need any help till now, whatever we have covered, if you have any doubts till now, or if you want anything, we have I have taken till now 4 classes. So if anyone has any doubt, just let me know. I am here to clarify. Yeah, Gautam, there is no specific time period to the session timeout. Once you session closed means, then life is gone, closed. So unless and until the session is open, there is no time limit. If you open for 10 hours also, that life period will be there for a temp table. But if you close that session, yes, within fraction of second also, temp table will get erased. But good questions. These all are good questions. Uh, Rakesh, I already cleared this doubt, ma. What is main difference between self join and union all? See, joins are will do the vertical operation, column by operation, but set operators, union all, these all are doing row operation. This is already explained. Self join, it is not merging of two tables. Self join, it is joining the same table itself, not with the other table joining. Okay. If anyone has any questions, let me know. What is the difference between union and intersect? Union, intersect only, like common records, intersect part, both intersect part. But union means whatever the data it is, this unique records it will get. There is a difference. Dana, there is a difference between union and intersect. Just do the practice once, then you will come to know the difference. Okay. Someone is yeah, Srinivas and Arun. Yeah. Please raise your I just unmute yourself, Srinivas.
Madam,
Yeah.
can we update the views?
Sorry, your voice is not clear. It's not
Can
audible
we update the
properly.
views?
Can you update the
Views, views.
views? No, no. We cannot update any views. Like views are just expression. From the existing table, we are doing like, views, that is expression.
Okay. And
Logical,
the
that
other,
is a logical expression. Physically, we are not allowing the users to work on directly tables, but logically, we are just giving the tables without like giving the direct table names. Views, it is called as a expression. Views are not tables, that is a logical expressions. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Yeah, Arun, just unmute yourself and raise your question, ma.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, hi, ma.
Ma'am, you said you'll tell about the insert. Actually, it's throwing error when we practice.
uh, okay, insert, okay, share
Mhm.
your screen. I'll just stop the recording and share your screen so that I
Ma'am,
can check the error.
actually, I don't have it now with me. Can you please add and show on the data?
What exactly you are getting error, I should see, right?
Like we added column data, but while adding the rows, it's showing a error near insert.
What error it is giving? Can you read out the error? In the error itself, we'll come to know what exactly the error. Can you read out the error?
Actually, I don't have it now, ma'am. So
Yeah,
can you
just please
one
make a note, and or else you just give me screen sharing so that I can check it, what exactly, why it is causing the issue.
ma'am? If you have time, can you insert a data once? Like I need we can check the syntax.
Do you have system now?
No, I've connected from mobile.
Yeah, just you please connect from the system and try to insert, then I can guide you where you are facing the issue. So insert I already has given, like syntax, just execute that. That gives like you can automatically insert the values into table.
Okay.
So if without doing practice, if you ask the question, so I'm not going to entertain those questions. Please don't mind. Okay. So I have given a syntax: create table name, insert into table name, and you can specify the column names. If you don't want, directly you can give as values. So where it is causing the issue, just you please try to like show me, or else try to give that error statement so that I can give a guidance.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So anyone has any other questions? Please ask valid questions, ma. Please. So if it is vague question also okay. But without doing practice, if you are asking questions, no. Yeah, Gautam, I am going to share the notes. Ma'am, can we manually save temporary table? No, Kitty. Temporary table means that lifespan is temporary only. Temporary table is not a permanent table. You cannot save temporary table. If you are creating any table, prefix with a hash, that is a temporary table. But temporary table will be saved in a temp db if that session is closing means that temp table will be erased. You cannot save temp table like as a permanent table. If you want to save, then you don't go for temp table at all. Just create table name without a prefix. That would be as a normal table. You can create any table under user defined databases. Yeah. Samba Siba, yours is valid question. So what is the difference between hash and double hash? Yeah. Hash is a temporary table. Double hash is a global temporary table. That is also temporary table, but it is a global. So difference between local and global means both are temporary tables, but if it is a single hash, that is local temporary table, that is limited to where you created, that is limited to that particular session only. But global temporary table, if you create, you can use the table in more than one session. But where you created, that session should be open. Created session, if you close, means you cannot access the table in other sessions. Sambasiva, still if you have doubt, just unmute yourself. You can raise your hand. I'll give a chance to speak so that you can raise your doubt. You can ask me directly. Okay. Yeah. Jagdish, ask, just unmute yourself, ma.
హలో
Jagdish.
మేడం మనం
Yeah.
టెంపరీ టేబుల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తే
చెప్పండి.
టెంపరీ డేటాబేస్ లో క్రియేట్ అవుతున్నారు కదా.
అవునమ్మా.
మరి మనం ఒక ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ డేటాబేస్ అయితే మన టెంపరీ డేటాబేస్ మనం ఒక సపోజ్ స్ఫూర్తి అనే ఒక డేటాబేస్ ఉంది మేడం. అందులో మనం ఒక టేబుల్స్ ఎంప్లాయీ టేబుల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం అనుకుందాం. ఒక టెంపరీ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం, అది టెంపరీ డేటాబేస్ లో ఉంటుంది కదా మేడం. మరి ఇవి రెండు డేటాబేస్ లో డిఫరెంట్ డేటాబేసెస్ కింద వస్తాయి కదా. అప్పుడు
రెండు
దానికి
డిఫరెంట్
దీనికి
డేటాబేసెస్ అమ్మా. ఇప్పుడు పర్మనెంట్ ఇది యూజర్ డిఫైన్ డేటాబేస్. ఓకే, యూజర్ డిఫైన్ డేటాబేస్ లో మీరు చూసేవి లైక్
అంటే
ఇవి
ఇప్పుడు
వచ్చి
ఆ టెంపరీ టేబుల్ నుంచి కానీ దీనికి కానీ ఏదైనా రిలేషన్ కావాలంటే అప్పుడు రెండు డిఫరెంట్ డేటాబేసెస్ నుంచి కనెక్ట్ అవుతుందా మేడం రిలేషన్? అంటే మన
కానీ
టెంప్ టేబుల్ అనేది
టెంపరరీ
టెంపరీ
టేబుల్లో
డేటాబేస్ లో ఉంటుంది.
మీరు ఒకసారి సిస్టమ్ ని క్లోజ్ చేశారనుకోండి, సర్వర్ ని, దాని నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చారనుకోండి, సెషన్ ని, టెంపరరీ టేబులే ఉండదు కదా.
ఓకే మేడం, అది కదా మేడం. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మనం ఒక డేటాబేస్ స్ఫూర్తి అనే డేటాబేస్ లో రెండు టేబుల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం. అలాగే టెంపరీ డేటాబేస్ లో కూడా ఒక టెంప్ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం. ఈసారి టెంపరీ టేబుల్ ఉన్న డేటాని మన టేబుల్లోకి తీసుకొద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాం అనుకోండి మేడం, ఈ రెండు టేబుల్స్ లో ఏదో ఒక టేబుల్లోకి. అప్పుడు రిలేషన్ ఎలా వస్తుంది మేడం? మరి అది టెంప్ టేబుల్, అది డిఫరెంట్ డేటాబేస్, ఇది డిఫరెంట్ డేటాబేస్ కదా మేడం.
అప్పుడు మీరు రిలేషన్షిప్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు డేటాబేస్ నేమ్ తో సహా ఇవ్వాలి. ఇక్కడ జాయిన్ ద టేబుల్ అని చెప్పేసి చెప్తున్నారు చూసారా, అక్కడ డిబి నేమ్ తో సహా ఇవ్వాలి.
ఓకే మేడం.
అలా చేయొచ్చు. కానీ ఇక్కడ టెంప్ టేబుల్ ని జస్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ చేస్తున్నారు కదా, కానీ అది సెషన్ క్లోజ్ అవగానే వెళ్ళిపోతుంది కదా. టెంప్ టేబుల్ ని మీరు ఇక్కడ యూజర్ డిఫైన్ డేటాబేస్ లో రిఫర్ చేసినప్పుడు దట్ టేబుల్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిస్టెడ్ అని ఇక్కడ ఎర్రర్ త్రో చేస్తుంది.
ఓకే మేడం.
సెషన్ క్లోజ్ చేస్తే ఆ సెషన్ యాక్టివ్ లో ఉన్నంత సేపు వర్క్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే మేడం.
అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు అంటే మళ్ళీ లైక్ ఇఫ్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్స్ డిలీట్, లేదు అంటే మళ్ళీ క్రియేట్ కమాండ్ యూజ్ చేసి ఆ రెండు కలిపి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తే ఓకే.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే అమ్మా. ఇంకా కానీ వ్యాలిడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అండి. ఈరోజు ఐఎమ్ వెరీ బిట్ హ్యాపీ, లైక్ you people are asking valid questions. These are really valid questions. Okay. I hope I have cleared all the doubts. So I'm winding up the session. By tomorrow, please ready, try to install Power BI desktop in your respective systems. Okay, probably in 1 or 2 days, our maximum within 1 day, I'm going to complete SQL. Probably by tomorrow, we already started Power BI, how to fetch the data from SQL Server. We have seen. The rest of the topics we'll see. Okay, so please be ready with the softwares. Okay, yeah, thank you. Spurtivo. But you have every right to clarify your doubts. You please ask any doubts if you are not able to follow. Okay, yeah, thank you. Spurtivo.